Testing. Okay, so I think I'm on air, but thanks for joining. This is Bill Littler, and you are watching the Beaver County Softball Network. We are here at the Valley Rage Kickoff Tournament. This is a 10U game semifinal, so it's between uh, Steel City Athletics and Pittsburgh Power. And my one camera in the back wasn't working, so I kind of rushed here. So there's a foul ball, first pitch. Do want to thank you for joining. If you haven't subscribed, please do. There's a foul ball. We are at the Conway Fields. This is the place that Valley Rage calls home. There's a foul tip. I do plan on, I'm going to get on Game Changer and try to follow the game, and I don't have anyone's roster, so that's a ball missed. Must have been inside. I am off to the side a little bit more. I came in late, and there's family usually in my hotspot where I like to be. Oh, that hit her. Do a replay on that. If you haven't watched this network, I do have replay. And I also have a couple different views. We'll go over those here in a second. That was a hit. That's going to be through the infield for a single. So Power has two base runners, first and second. This is a single elimination tournament. Trying to find one of these teams here on Game Changer. Looks like there's a bunch of bugs in front of my screen. There's a pickoff attempt. That was a stolen base. All right, so Power has second and third. And nobody out. There's a ball back to the pitcher. She gets the out at first, but it does score a run. So that'll be our first run for the game. And now we have one out, runner on third. And it looks like the ump is going to take a minute to clean off the plate. Give me a minute to find this team on Game Changer. Well, of course, I'm having no luck. Missed high. I do have this view from right field. Try to get some of the infield here. I just introduced a third angle, so I'm still playing around to figure out where best to put it. And of course, every field's different. Missed inside. I typically like to hang it behind first base, but there's a fence, but it's like a 4-foot fence. And it just wouldn't work. Too many people would be in the way of it. So I have it out on a foul pole out in right field. That missed high. Runner thought about going, and of course the base runner ran to second. And I do believe that should go in the book as a stolen base. And the reason why, I know a lot of people mark it as a defensive indifference. That only matters when the game is out of hand. And the defense doesn't really care if that runner advances to second. In this situation, with the game being 1-0, they really don't want that runner to go to second, so technically it should be a stolen base. Swing and a miss. I don't know the count. If I had Game Chamber up, I would know. Okay, here's the pitch. Missed high. The catcher's still interested in the runner on third. There is one out. Swing and miss. Strike 3. That'll be 2. And I finally found this game. So now batting. So we have second and third. I knew that. I'm just going to say last names here. So this is Eden. That's who's batting. Number 5, Eden. I'll just go with first names. There's a ball in play. That's going to go to second, and she's going to bobble it. And she's safe. So that'll make it 2-0. I should have hit a replay. I got to get into the game here. All right, so we have a lefty up. There are 2 outs. Swing and a miss, or first pitch. This is number 24, Emmy. This is the 10U division. That ball missed low. And these are travel teams around the area. There's another swing and miss. 1 and 2. In the outfield, there's a lot of dandelions, and I think that's what we're seeing kick up on the screen here. It's kind of windy. Missed high on that one. 2-2 is the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the inning. So Power puts up 2, and we'll be back with the Athletics chance to hit. Okay, we're back. This is the bottom of the first. Athletics first opportunity here, so we have leading off for the Athletics is number 17, Ellie. And this is why I don't like to be where I'm at, because the shortstop can get in the way if they're cheating over. That ball is a pop-up, and it's going to fall for a hit. I tried to have audio behind home plate, but it didn't sound right. I'm going to have to play with that. We still base, and I wasn't paying attention. All right, well, somehow she ended up on third. And I apologize. I don't know how. There's a swing and a miss. Pitch was above her head there. So Ellie stole second, and then she advanced to third on a throwing error. Missed high. Missed high again. This view behind home plate is always tough, because if you're directly behind home plate, the camera always gets hit. And because of right-handed batters, if you hang it to the right of the umpire, it's always getting hit. So hanging it to the left is a little bit easier on the camera as far as foul balls. Called strike three. Nice pitch. Do a replay on that one. But yeah, it's safest to put the camera to the left of the umpire, but sometimes, depending on the field and the backstop, There's a swing and a miss on a changeup. The umpire does get in the way. You can see there. But when the ball's in play, the umpire should move. Not all of them do, but most of them do. So we still have a runner on third here. One out. There's a swing and a miss. That'll be a 1-2 count. So this is number 96, Kendall, batting. I know a couple of these girls. I know the head coach on his team. But I don't know all of them. That one missed high and outside, and the runner's going to stay on third. These are short backstops, so it's going to be tough to score on a pass ball. Missed high. All right. Missed high again, ball 4. That'll put runners on first and second. Or I'm sorry, first and third. There is one out. And the umpire's going to clean off the plate. So our next batter for the Athletics is number 3, Macy. And that runner advanced to second again, which should be a stolen base just because of the game situation. Trying to educate people out there. That ball is in play, gets through the infield, and she made the play at first. Good job. It was a hard hit, got through the infield, and the outfielder got the force out at first. So the Athletics do score a run, though. There's a swing and a miss. Base runner's going to stay at third. So we have 0-0. Aubrey is up. That's a nice changeup. A little bit high. So that's a 1-1 count. Or 1-2 count, sorry. There's a foul ball. So we are in the first inning. We have Power leading Athletics. There are 2 outs. Runner on third, and this batter has a 1-2 count. There's a pop-up. Is it in play? No, it's foul. It's another thing that's challenging for me. I'm kind of middle-aged, so my eyes they play tricks on me. So I have glasses so I can see far away, but I can't see close through those glasses. So I need bifocals, and I'm not doing it yet. I will be 50 this spring, but I'm not giving in. There's a ball play. That'll be the second. She gets the out at first, and that'll end the inning. So after one, we have the Pittsburgh Power leading the Athletics 2-1. We'll be back after break. So if you've been watching my high school games, I've been looking for a high school student who sings the national anthem, and I found one pretty quickly. So I no longer need someone to sing the national anthem. She's going to send me an audio file, and once I get everything in place, I'll announce who she is. But it's pretty exciting, and before the start of every game, we're going to try to play the national anthem just to kind of open the broadcast and use a voice from Beaver County. So it's pretty exciting. So here we go. We're in the second inning. I need to change the scoreboard. I'm waiting for Game Changer to update here. There's a ball play. Got her out at first. I was slow switching that, and I probably should have switched to the other screen, but so that was Kenzie batting, and she had a nice hit through the infield, but they got her out at first. Swing and a miss. That was Addie out in right field making that play. Good job. Called strike. So we have 0-2 count. Batting now is Ari for Power. And pitching for Steel City is Aubrey. I know her. I believe it's her sister. Plays for Western. She's a junior this year. Really good pitcher. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one's following her footsteps. There's a ball in play, and it's going to be foul. So we have one out. Nice play by the right fielder. That ball was a ball. There is nobody on base now, so. We have a full count here on Ari. That's a shot. And it's going to be caught. Nice play. See a replay here. See if I caught it. Nice play by the first baseman. So that's 2 outs. And it brings up Azili. I think I said that right. The E has a little slash on top of it. So I guess that's long KC. If I'm wrong, I apologize. It's a swing and a miss. One thing I've realized pretty quickly, so I'm not real good with names, even when I see them. Miss low. Again, no one's on base. So pass ball doesn't matter. To my defense, there's a lot of different names out there today. It's not like we got Mary and Jill and Beth. Nope. That ball's going to be foul. I need to use this view. There was a couple plays in right field that probably would look pretty good there. There's a hit to short. Gets the play at first. Good job. That'll end the inning. And no one scored. So Athletics will have their chance to bat up after a short break. Thanks for joining, and if you haven't, please subscribe. All right, so Carl was here. He actually introduced himself. I never met him in person, but we have a partnership, so we're trying to grow. We're smaller organizations, and he does a lot of the articles and writing for Hopewell Sports. It's called Sports Nation, and we partnered up to help each other grow. So we promote each other's things and try to get followers and do all that good stuff. All right, so we have a 1-1 count. That was a base hit. It is kind of windy out here. I do have a what do they call them? Wind foam thing on my mouthpiece, so but it still picks up the wind. Called strike. You have a runner on first here. Swing and a miss. You see the catcher's really worried about that base runner on first stealing. So you have a 0-2 count on number 10, Addy. There's a foul ball. These games are timed, so I imagine they're probably an hour and 10, maybe hour 15, finish the inning. There's a hit to second. Was it the short? Tried to turn two. I think they just got the one out. I guess that was hit to shortstop. So we have one out. got the lead runner, so we have a base runner on first still. Now batting is number 7, Layla. First pitch was swing and a miss. Foul ball, no, check swing. That was a foul, right? And it's too late for me to do a replay. I think that was a foul. I don't know what's going on. All right, I guess it wasn't a foul. Missed inside. Now base runner's on third now. It looked like a foul to me. I should have did a replay. I only have so much time to do that. There's a foul ball. 2-2 count. This is still number 7, Layla. Runner on third here. We got one out. Miss Ty. That kicked away. And she's going to be safe. That'll tie the game. And that ball hit one of the pipes and one of the poles. Took a wild bounce to first. That'll tie the game. So Layla's still up. Called strike 3. Nice pitch. And she hit that corner right there. That was a nice job. All right. So up now is number 21, Callie. Swing and a miss. First pitch. Strike 1. There are 2 outs. And bases are empty. Ball's foul. I can get most of the infield on this view, but I can see that shortstop is kind of out of the view. Second base. Swing and a miss. That'll end the inning. So the Athletics will score 1, tie the game at 2, and we'll be back with the top of the third. So one of the things we do, I do offer you to request live streams. So if you're in or around the Beaver County area and you'd like your games to be streamed, you can go through my schedule here, going to request.bcsoftballnetwork.com, and you can find when I'm available and request it. It isn't confirmed until you get a reply from me, but this will at least block the day for you, and as long as my schedule's correct and it's showing correctly on this, we'll do it. So, but this just opens the opportunity for everybody. So if you have games around Beaver County, go ahead and go to request.bcsoftballnetwork.com and you can request a game to be streamed. Nice hit. And she'll be in there with a base hit. I missed it. I waited too long. It is replay. I only have so many seconds. That ball's high, and she's going to advance to second on a pass ball. There's a foul ball. I need to change the inning number on the scoreboard. It is the top of the third. There's a foul ball. And I think this is the top of their order. So this is Aubrey, number 22. She was 0 for 1. There's a pop-up. And it's going to be caught. Nice job. You don't see that very often at this age. That is not an easy play for a 10-year-old. Nice job. So that'll be the first out this inning. Runner on second still, I believe. Miss Lowe. Now batting is number 23, Lucy. I think she walked last at bat. Swing and a miss. A little bit high on the zone. She's going to take off the third. I don't. Got crossed up on the views. Swing and a miss. So it makes a 2-2 count. We have 3 fields here with games going on. There's 8U behind me. And believe 12 or 11U is in this other field here. And then in another complex, they're having 12U. That ball was foul. That ball's going to be fair. That'll score a run. That'll give Power the lead. And on the throwing error, she's going to advance to third. Back to the pitcher. Oh, there's a collision. I want to see that collision. It was a play at first, but that catcher was just standing there. She needs to get in front of that plate. All right, so Pittsburgh Power is up 3-2, and we'll be in the bottom of the third and see what Athletics can do. Thanks for joining, and we'll be right back. All right, so this year we have the 2024 Lake Championship Series for BCFPL. We've done 10U and 12U championships last year, and actually the 10U game was our most viewed game all year, so it was a lot of fun. And this year they're adding the 8U championship, so that's going to be a new game, and we're hoping to stream all three of them on the network here. So this is Athletics leadoff batter, number 17, Ellie. A little bit high on that one. There's a foul ball. Ellie is 1 for 1 on the day. So Power did take the lead, 3-2 in the top of the third. Ellie's up here with a 3-1 count. That's a hard hit. Gets past the second baseman. And I think that should be a second hit for her. I didn't really see the play, but it looked like she hit that pretty hard. All right, so they have their leadoff batter on first. The scorekeeper did give an error, so she's on by an error on the second baseman. Up now is number 2, Sienna, and that ball gets past the catcher, so she'll advance to second on a pass ball. So we have a 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. Makes it 1-2. That was out of the reach of the catcher, and base runner gets the third. So there's nobody out with a runner on third. Tying run on third. Foul ball. Yeah, I have a boom mic, but I've been having problems with it. There's a strike 3. That'll be the first out. But yeah, I have it behind home plate, so it really does good picking up the game, the sounds of the game. The ball hitting the catcher's mitt, the ball hitting the bat, umpires calls. But it hasn't been working very well for me. There's a hard hit. That'll score the tying run. That was a nice rip down the third. It might have been short, actually. 5-6 hole. So that ties the game at 3. So up now is number 3, Macy. She's 0 for 1. That's a tough play there. She swung at it and got hit. But since it's a swing, it doesn't count as a hits batter. So she's stung a little bit. Looks like she's okay. And get back into the box. She's ready to roll. There's a foul ball. It's a 0-2 count now on Macy. Number 16, Amelia, is pitching for Pittsburgh Power. She has 52 pitches. Missed outside. Or stolen base attempt. And she went back. Okay. It's actually a go-ahead run, so keeping her on first is a good thing. That ball's out of play. Missed low, and then she is going to steal on that one. No, she doesn't. Ooh, that was close play. Nice play by the catcher. They almost got her at first. It was real close play. And I missed that pitch. I don't know what happened. Looks like the runner advanced to third. There's a hard hit. And she'll be safe. Looks like the shortstop made a nice play, but the first baseman couldn't handle the ball. She got the force at second. I missed that. Nice play there. So there's 2 outs. Runner on first. She almost turned 2. Real close. Makes that play better than the way I announced it. So this is 0-0 Aubrey. She's 0 for 1. There's a hit up the middle. That got past the outfielder. And it'll be a double. So Athletics have second and third with 2 outs. Game is tied. Tied at 3. And according to my time, we're about 50 minutes into the game, so there's plenty of time left to get a couple more innings in. First pitch was a ball. Swing and a miss. This is number 1, Lexi. She's 1 for 1 on the day so far. We have our shortstop cheating over the hole. That ball's hit to second, and they get the out at first, and that'll end the inning. All right, so we'll be back. We are still tied at 3. So we'll start the 4th here after a short break. So we are here at Conway Fields, where this is Valley Rage's home field, and they're having what they call the Kickoff Classic. So we'll be here all day watching the semifinals for 10U, 11U, and also the championship games for each one. And these are the teams that are playing. This is the 10U and 12U. I saw a couple different teams walking around, but I think they were 8U teams, which we have those as well, but I'm not streaming any of their games. And then, like I said, 12U is another facility. So this is a pretty nice sized tournament for a local tournament. There's only a couple that are real big locally. This one looks like it's getting big. Good for Rage. First pitch is a strike. Let's see who's batting here. Batting is number 24, Emmy, and she's 0 for 1 on a day. Second pitch here was a ball, so you have a 1-1 count. Missed high, 2-1. There's a pop-up. That is going to fall in for a hit. Looks like it was between left field and shortstop. It's not an easy play. So Power has their leadoff batter on. Emmy, number 24. Still tied at 3. And this is a bracket game, so this game can't end in a tie. There's a foul ball. This batter has a nice swing. Looks good for 10U. Game Changer isn't updating, so I'm not sure what's going on. There's a ball play. I didn't even make a replay on that one. But that gives Power the lead, 4-3. Looked like they had that play made. So, pardon the wind. It's windy out here. That got past the catcher, and runner's going to advance to third. So, Power has a runner on third base. And now batting is still waiting for Game Changer to catch up here. Batting is Ari. She's 0 for 1 on a day. There's a pop-up. It's going to be fair. Probably should use this screen. I would have had a perfect view on that if I would have hit the right one. I think that scores another run here. So we have time called. That's Coach Casey, I think is her name. She helps the team out. She has her own training business going on, so she teaches softball to these girls. I think she teaches how to pitch and hit. She played softball at Geneva College. All right, so there are no outs. I don't know where that one's at either. Second, it's going to be safe. And she's safe at third. I don't know if you could see that, but Power is getting aggressive on the bases and forcing Steel City into a lot of errors. I think that might be their, yeah, that's their fourth error. Swing and a miss. He's now batting is number 16, Amelia. I think this could be the top of their order, actually. Yeah, this is her second batter. So she's 1 for 2 on the day. Called strike. There are no outs. Steel City has himself in a little bit of a pickle here. There's a hard hit. That's through the infield, and that's going to score 2. So that builds up a 7-3 lead for Power. Nice slide there at the end. Foul ball. This is number 22, Aubrey. She's 0 for 2 on the day. She's due for a hit. We have base runner on first base. Missed up high in the zone. Actually, looks like she's on second. She stole second on the first pitch, and I didn't even catch it. Missed high. There's a pop-up. And it fell. I don't know if it's a hit. I clicked on the wrong view again. She's going home. Throw was high. Runner's going to advance. No, she stays at second. Oh, no, she's running. This is a replay here. I'll leave it play out. Power is aggressive on the bases. So that'll be another error. And another run for Power. They're really putting that pressure on Steel City team. I don't know if we have an injury or... Yeah, it looks like we might have an injury. Base running is huge in this game. There's a pop-up. And it's going to be caught by the first baseman. Yeah, if you're not teaching these girls how to run bases aggressively, you're not doing it right. You got to teach them young to be aggressive on the bases so they can, you don't want them to be careless, but you definitely want them to be aggressive. The pitcher caught it with her bare hand. Knocked it down with her bare hand. That's pretty crazy there. She could get hurt doing that. That's just instinct doing that. So that'll score another run. So we're up to 9-3 in favor of Power. And now batting for Power is number 5, Eden. There's a pop-up. And that's going to be caught by shortstop. So that'll be the second out this inning. And up next, it's going to be number 24. This is Emmy. She's 1 for 2. Missed inside. Base runner's going to advance. So if runners on second and third, 2 outs. Or is there just 1 out? Looks like there's just 1 out, actually. Swing and a miss. Called strike. I'm not on a very good angle to question calls, so. There's a pop-up. That's over center fielder's head. That was actually a really nice hit. So she'll get a triple out of that one. Have a courtesy runner scored just 1. Yeah. So it's 10-3. Power has blown this game open. Oh, let me switch screens here. There's a foul ball first pitch. This is Kenzie's batting. She's 0 for 2. They don't have numbers in here. Can't tell who their numbers are. Number 21, Kenzie. Is that a foul ball out of play? This is the 4th. I don't know what the mercy rules are. There's a hit. Shortstop makes the play at first. Good job. So they finally get out of that one. Power puts up 7. Takes a 10-3 lead. So we'll be back with the bottom of the 4th. Thanks for joining. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. So this kind of explains what I'm trying to do with this network. I don't want to charge anybody to watch these streams, so I'm trying to keep it free, but there is some cost behind it. So what I'm trying to do is leverage social media. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'm actually up to 801 on the subscribers for YouTube. I need 1,000 though, so the more of you who subscribe, the better off we'll be. There's a foul ball out of play. And the other thing is Facebook. So whenever I post anything on Facebook, and I know not everyone's on Facebook, and if you don't want to be on it, please don't get on it. But if you are on it and you see my post on the Beaver County Network page, we have 0-2 count. That was a foul. First pitch was a foul too, so she's 0-2 here. But if you see any posts on Facebook, please like them, comment on them, and that should be strike three and finish the out at first. Yeah, so monetized on Facebook. So when you do that, all that interaction and stuff, I'll get money back. And I actually made $11.66 since last August. So it's not a much, but it's something. It's a start. So yeah, and I appreciate all the support. What is that? I think that's a 2-1 count. Batting now is number 7, Layla. She's 0 for 1 on a day. There's a foul ball out of play. Missed outside. So now we're about an hour and 10. So we don't have much time left in this game. Again, I don't know the time limit. There's a pop up. I know the next game is supposed to start at 1:30. So it's now what 1:13. So I'm sure there's time's coming up here pretty soon. Swing and a miss. Or did she drop it? I thought that was a swing or a foul. But she's out, so that's 2 outs. So 2 outs for Power here. And we have number 21, Layla. She's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. There is nobody on base. I'm going to try to look up the bracket so we know what's going on for next game. Missed outside. So next game is at so at 1:30. It's the championship game. So we'll have the 10U championship here following this game. And then 11. There's ball 4. There'll be a runner on first for Athletics. Then following the championship game will be the 11U. there's a steal attempt. She'll be safe. So there'll be 11U semifinal game at 3, and then we'll follow that with the championship game at 4:30. They'll all be streamed here. Called strike. Missed outside. Foul ball. No. I thought it was foul. I guess it was swing and a miss. So runner gets the third. Not sure. I don't know. I'd be hesitant stealing bases when you're down by 7. You need base runners. You can't afford to lose them. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. And is that the game? Could be. Yes, it is. So Pittsburgh Power, they will win this one 10-3. So this is the 10U semifinal game. And following that, we will have the 10U championship game. So we'll see the Power, and I'm not sure who they're playing. But we'll be back after break. We'll probably be back on around 1:30. So thanks for joining. And make sure